in this NFC wildcard game. First down throw for Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. The penalty, it's Murray. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Bridgewater. The 49ers get there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3.
Hurry up, here we go.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, over.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, he'll try and run the counter. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
Here we go.
Play action. Garoppolo. And this one is incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This will be taken at the 10. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Murray. A gain of 3, 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a give. This is Murray. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
To throw is Bridgewater. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Play fake. Bridgewater. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And Frank's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And, he'll be shoved to the turf that time at the 19. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Over the middle to Kittle. Complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Space to maneuver at the 40. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 72 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness? The burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And now out comes Minnesota. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Second down, Bridgewater. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The second down throw for Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. To throw on 3rd and 1. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Barr with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 33. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A handoff. It's Murray. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
To the ground. This time Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, Bridgewater. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Cook, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. Now Bridgewater. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Frank's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Throwing is Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Throwing, Bridgewater. And Rudolph has it left side. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Bridgewater on 1st down. Flush to his right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Frank's kick is good. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now a handoff looking right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Time running out here on the play clock, and he'll give it here to his running back. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Garoppolo on first down. An incomplete, crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gold to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Gold now out to kick it away. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Let's go.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Bridgewater. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They go play action here on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Bridgewater now on second down. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. The Vikings on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be third and forever. some room to work. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down. Bridgewater now. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. A toss running left. It's Cook. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for 2 unsuccessful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Cook stripped, the ball's out. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on second down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater. The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll get this one down near the 20. Line. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Now give running right. It's Cook. Open space inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard. All right, now. Watch it now. All right, here we go. All right.
Now they try the right side here. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Watch this. Watch this. Hurry up. Here we go.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Going up top. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Leopard.
Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Hurry up, here we go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Linval Joseph with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And the 13-year man puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all. Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is. And out now come the Vikings. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Here's Bridgewater, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw it. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And a big turning point here in the 2nd half, Charles, after that play. All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50, the 40. He's at the 30. Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1? I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right? I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's going to, something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to. Yeah, try to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. And now out comes Minnesota. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction. There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Let's go. Way 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd down, 8. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He's back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Back to throw. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Steps away to his left. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
So now this game hinges on the right leg of Andrew Franks. This to advance to the divisional round. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So now this game hinges on the right leg of Andrew Franks. This to advance to the divisional round. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So nothing of importance there, just the season on the line, and he puts it home to likely get him through to the division round.
If you're a fan, you're watching this one with your hands over your eyes. But if you're a kicker, this is what you practice for all season long. And this one was never in doubt.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
One final try now for Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a disappointing way to close out the season.